Bill Simpson, the father and pioneer of racing safety. Kenny Koldsbaek, the new man of racing safety. And we're here to show you this seat that these guys have come up with for sprints and midgets. And Kenny, you start the story off because Jason Leffler was a good buddy of yours, and you were working on something. Take over.
Jason got hurt, so we go back to Ascot days, Jason and us, and he watched us from the stands racing to Ascot. I was halfway through developing his new seat or whatever. Jason got hurt. Got killed. Sorry. That's still hard. So I was halfway done with the seat, and I'm like, I got to finish this friggin' thing.
And let's go back. Jason lost his life because he had no protection.
No, on the left side.
Dave, can you shoot that?
If he was in a full containment seat, he'd still be here. So we finished the seat, design work, started running it. Kevin Swindell got hurt. Perfect storm, landed on the frame rails. I contacted Bill. We do a lot of projects together. We need to do some testing. He's got a lab and the testing equipment.
He's the mad scientist.
He's the mad scientist, and he let me come play at his shop, and we tried to simulate what happened to Kevin breaking his back, and basically we started with him hitting the ground with the frame rails, what those numbers would be. There's something called a severity index that he uses in the helmet world, and it's an algorithm that puts a bunch of numbers together and how severe these impacts are. And so we simulated that, and that severity index number was 1,085. And within a couple hours of whatever, we got down to 115, which Bill said he's never seen on his machine with all the helmet stuff he's done and everything. But basically it would add an inch and a quarter to the bottom of the seat, which a lot of guys aren't going to let you raise them up an inch and a quarter in the seat due to the top frame rails or the rear end or whatever like that. So that's something we're working around. But right now, if you had a full containment seat, a few guys that got hurt, I mean, we had Dave Steele passed away, didn't have a left side. Schatz had an incident after Leffler's deal where the bar stop came off, same incident. He was okay, he was in a full containment seat. So that's what we've been working on.
Billy, when you get a call from Kenny and they say, your football helmet was a breakthrough, and a lot of the things you've developed over the last 50 years have been a breakthrough. This is maybe the first time a midget or sprint guy will have something that contains his body, and he doesn't have a chance to flop out of the car, which has killed so many guys.
Well, it's mainly the left side. If you have support on the left side and a guy turns around, let's say hits on the front straightaway, and he's turned and he hits on the left side, what happens? Those guys get badly injured or killed because they get a basal skull fracture. That stops it. I mean, it doesn't mitigate it, it stops it, period. And then what Kenny's been doing with the seat, you know, I mean, I listen to him, and he avails himself of my lab, and I have fun doing that. But to get from the number that he's talking about was 1,085 down to 115, I don't know. We probably did 100 impacts on different things. So it was lightning, you know. I mean, it was like one after the other. And I'm an old man. Heck, I was tired.
Okay,
I was tired. I was wore out at the end of that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think, will this be embraced? Will guys, after what's happened?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be composite, but I mean, composite's lighter, and it's the new technology and all that kind of stuff. But everybody needs to be in a full containment seat so we can get rid of these guys getting hurt.
I was going to say, IndyCar and NASCAR have them, so this is the next step.
Well, IndyCar did all their testing at my shop also, you know, and I'm behind Kenny. I think that this guy's right with it, and I'll do anything to help him get to where he needs to go.
What we talked about, though, is interesting. Just this little pad, if that's going to save your back, I mean, I know we'll talk to Davey Hamilton and his son about this, but you know, at some point you're like, okay, I'm going to save weight. I don't want to unbalance the car. It's just a little pad. I would think that guys would still figure out a way to use it.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So, all right, boys.
Thank you.
They only said the F word once. That was Simpson. Davey Hamilton's our shooter for RACER.com. He gets a check. We got a SAG card. He'll be a big star soon. Kenny's doing a hell of a job. The full containment seat, I almost understood what they were talking about. Thanks for watching RACER.com.